Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing this morning? I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Okay. Something is going on with my cam, so as long as you can hear me, then we'll just proceed. Um, Good morning, Miss G. Good morning, my queen. Um, I'm going to let more people come in before I tell everybody how you're doing, love. Good morning. Okay, guys, hold on just a second. I've got to post my link so I can come in on my phone because something's going on. Something's going on. I'm having some technical difficulties. So I'll be right with you.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
can
can
you
you
guys
guys
hear
hear
me?
me?
Is
Is
there
there
an
an echo?
echo? Let's try this. Okay. Okay, got you. Now let me see how I can do this, how I can put my screen up here. Okay. All right. Maybe that will do right there. Let me know, Queen Indy, if everything is okay. Okay, good. Um anyway, now that that's out of the way and we know what the hell's going on here, how to work this thing. I don't know what's going on with my mic and my deal here. Um anyway, we will get started. It keeps dropping out. My computer keeps dropping out. So I'll have to have my husband look at that. Might have to get a new camera. I don't know what's going on while it's doing that. So anyway, welcome everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Let's let some more people get in, guys. Um, we're going to be talking and continuing our talk on trolling today. We're really going to look into what a troll is. That way we can be, um, ready and able to recognize if we see trolls. Good morning, Kaisa. Good morning, sweetheart. I hope you're staying warm. I know you're probably getting ready for work. I got my cup of coffee. I'm coming in from my phone, sitting at my computer because my device is messing up. I think I need a new device, but we can take care of that. One way or another, we will make this work, right? Good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is waking up with uh, hope in your heart and joy in your heart for the day. Um, I know that during this time of Christmas and the Christmas season and the holidays, it's hard to do that. Oh, you're at work. Okay, babe. Hey, I can remember the mornings that I worked. I was a manager of a convenience store, and I had to be there at 3:30, or no, I take that back, 4:30 to open the store because we opened up at 5:30. And that would give me an hour to get the money counted down and all my paperwork done with a security guard there on staff with the doors locked. And then I would open the store, and then I worked 11 hours every day. Um, Supposed to be off on weekends, but if people didn't show up, then yeah. So I would go to bed at 5, 6 o'clock in the evening and sleep till 3:30 in the morning. It was a very, very, very hard, um, chapter in my life, but also one of the greatest times. I absolutely loved it. I would get up, get my kids off to school, and then come back and sleep, and then pick them up from school. I mean, there was just, there were pluses and then there were minuses. So, you know, it was a fun time. I really, really loved that job. I was there 2 years, and that wasn't my first time working in a convenience store. I've worked in convenience stores for many years. I've done restaurant work, working making breads, and working at like a cafeteria where I worked the drink station. And my mother was the bread maker at Morrison's cafeteria, and so I worked there with her. And then we worked at Ryan's cafeteria together, and she made the bread there, and she trained me to do that. So yeah, I've got a lot of history. I've got a lot of history of working, and it was some of the greatest times. It didn't feel like it at the time, but looking back on it now, it was great times. Had fun. So, let's see, I'm trying to read the stream here. Do I need any donations to stream? Oh, yeah, yeah, that's early. Holy shit balls. Oh my goodness. You girls are funny. I love you girls. Okay, well, I'm a little early, so let's let some people come in because I really don't want to have to um go over it. I figure we'll give a couple of minutes and we could just shoot the shit for a minute. Um, the grandkids ended up not coming on Christmas Day, but they did come yesterday. Not all of them. I'm expecting two more grandchildren to show up. But we did spend some time yesterday with TC's children, and we had a great time. And really enjoyed, spending time with them. So, um, they're at the age, they're 12 and 9 or 10. Yeah, yeah, 10. And, you know, they're lovely, lovely growing. I mean, my granddaughter is going to be taller than me. And, she's just gorgeous. She's just gorgeous. I'm going to have to keep the guys off of her. Uh, I'm going to have to put out a PSA, a public service announcement, and let everybody know, that if you fuck with my granddaughter, I will come after you. I have the bail money ready, and I will come after you. Be careful of shooting the shit. Tessa splatter. Good morning, Captain. Thank you for coming in with that very detailed graphic. I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Welcome, Captain. I'm so happy you're here. Um, yeah, I like shooting the shit, as long as it's far enough away, let it splatter on. I mean, that is the point of shooting shit. Let that shit splatter, man. Get rid of that shit, right? No, I'm picking. You guys are funny. Oh, okay, guys. Let's start. We're going to talk about trolling. And I have written some definitions down and I've done some homework, y'all. I've really researched this. Um, my husband came to me last night and he said, "Are you a teacher or something? Like, you've got all this stuff. I read all your stuff. I mean, my gosh, I didn't know it was that deep." And it's true. It is very deep. There's so many different kinds of trolls. I was really blown away, and that's why I want to get through all this information because all of it's very important, um, especially for us who are on these YouTube streets. We need to recognize, be able to know and recognize when we run into a troll. Yes, cause I'm so glad that we got time, and I'm glad that TC got time. The smile on his face was just breathtaking. I got video of the kids opening up their Christmas gifts, and I would show y'all, but mom does not allow the children on YouTube, and I respect her, and I respect that decision. And so I will just let you know that they were happy, happy, happy. And yeah, we had a good time. And I love my daughter in law. That's just, her and my son are not together anymore, but I will always call her my daughter. And she is a part of this family. And her last name just happens to be our last name. Um, Mine and my husband's. My husband and my name are different from my son's because I was married before. So it's different. Okay, guys, let me get some coffee. Be right back. Okay. So, as you can see up on the screen, um, y'all, I just want to let you know that I'm a very visual person. And so I will be working, with StreamYard and showing you guys. If you just want to listen, that's great. Because I do a lot of talking about this, but I'm a visual person too, and so I like to show you different things on the screen. So um, that's why I cam down. That way you guys can focus on the screen. Um, yeah, Kaisa, your sister won't let me post the kids on Insta. Yeah, yeah. My grandson has a YouTube channel. I would share it, but I've been advised not to share it. Um, and he's 12, and he changed the name of it to Bendy's World. So those of us that are already subbed will continue to be subbed. It's just that when it comes a notification, instead of his name, it will be Bendy's World. And he does stop animation. And so I encouraged him last night when he was here. He was showing me his stop animation on his phone that he's already done. And I encouraged him to upload that because it is really, really neat what this kid does. I mean, it's amazing. I don't know how he did it. He was explaining it to me, and it was like him talking Chinese to me. Um, but he's not allowed to make comments. Like, take for instance, he might be watching this morning. Hey, baby, I love you. Mama's thinking about you. If he is watching. Yeah, Queen. Yeah. And I mean, look, this is the deal. You can go, I've got a Facebook, an old Facebook, and obviously if you were to search me, you could find tons of pictures. But I don't have any newer pictures on there. I haven't worked my Facebook in 3 years since my son died. Um, and even before my son died, I didn't work it a lot because I was busy with him. So, that's just, if you want to see pictures, you can see pictures. Oh, that's how old my sister's twins are. They're 12. Yeah, it's an amazing age. And he can get on YouTube, but there's only certain places he can go, and he cannot comment. Um, it is set up, for children. So, um, okay, guys, let's get into this. What is a troll? Okay. What is a troll? A troll is a person who posts or makes inflammatory, insincere, digressive. Troll to mean a person who defaces the internet, tribute sites. Okay, let's look at this. An internet troll or online bully deliberately tries to offend, cause trouble, or directly attack people by posting derogatory comments on Facebook, blogs, under YouTube videos, on forums, and on other social media, such as Twitter and Instagram. Okay, they like they deliberately try to offend you. Now, I want you to listen to this because this is very important. We are not supposed to be easily offended, and the reason why is because our emotions are wrapped up in that. Um, and we can go off, in left field through our emotions. Our emotions can lead us in the wrong directions, can't they? Um, and so we are not supposed to take offense easily. Now, granted, there will be times when you take offense because someone's coming after you, and that's the thing. They deliberately try to cause trouble, they directly attack people. Okay, I've been directly attacked. And before I continue on, I want to let you guys know that Queen Indy Mom, let's say a prayer. She has been under the weather, so this morning she will be listening mostly, but she'll be modding. I see her still in here, but just in case she disappears, I want everyone to know that she's been under the weather. This weather has really, really messed with her sinuses. She's got sinus issues already. So this is just a huge, huge impact. She's in a lot of pain from sinus headaches. That has really got her down. And we're working on getting that fixed for her. But until the meantime, let's please say a prayer for our queen. And like I said, if we don't see her, drop a comment here and there. Just know that, you know, she's here listening. Thank you, girl. Love you. Okay, let's get back to trolling. So, what is an internet troll? So, I think all of us probably have seen internet trolls or we've experienced them. Maybe we've heard of somebody that's being trolled and we've seen the repercussions of that, or maybe you yourself um, have been trolled. And there's different types of trolling, right? And we talked about gaslighting yesterday. Um, uh, and let me find my notes. Gaslighting means to manipulate someone using psychological methods and into questioning their own sanity or their own power of reasoning. Oh, good morning, Dagmar, sweetie. I love you, honey. I'm so glad you're here this morning. So glad. Um, yes. So, gaslighting is manipulating someone using psychological, mental, emotional methods into questioning their own sanity or their own powers of reasoning. I've touched on this a little bit yesterday. That deep feeling that you have, listen to it. If you feel that someone is, gaslighting you, or they are grifting you, which is a grifter is a small con artist. They're a thief. They swindle you out of money. If you run into this, you need to know how to handle it. You need to know how to recognize it so you don't get pulled in. Okay? That's the thing. A grifter pulls you in. He gaslights you and he grifts you and he pulls you in. Okay? Emotionally and mentally, he plays on your emotions. We love you, Dagmar. We love you, honey. Um, I love all you guys. You all mean the world to me. You're all my day ones, right? And we got your back. We have each other's back in this space, always. So, gaslighting and trolling, pretty much go hand in hand if you think about it. It's just that trolling, some people use gaslighting, some people use love bombing. There's even a troll called concern bombing and a concern troll. And we're going to talk about the concern troll because as I was reading it, I started to see myself in it, just out of my heart and my empathy, how I'm so empathetic. Um, because when people are getting trolled, this is how I have, talked to the person. And so I had to look at myself and, really check myself and make sure I'm not being a concerned troll. Make sure I, give the facts of what it is and not do it this way. So it's very interesting. So I'm ready to get into that. And let's look at this. So, an internet troll or an online bully. So, that's what a troll is. It's an online bully. Okay. You're just dealing with the bully. Deliberately tries to offend. They do this on purpose. They cause trouble or they directly attack people. Okay. This is what they do. And most of them are sadists. Let's look at this dictionary. Let's look at this. A sadist is a person who derives pleasure from inflicting pain or humiliation on others. Okay? Sadism or everyday sadism, which is the subclinical term, refers to experiencing pleasure in seeing others suffer or inflicting suffering on others. Good morning, me. Good morning, Chirp and Burp. Good morning. So, this is what a sadist is. And I will say again, trolls, let's share this again. Trolls are bullies who deliberately try to offend, cause trouble, or directly attack people by posting derogatory comments or speaking them. Okay? And then most of them are sadists. What does it mean to be a sadist? Sadism or everyday sadism refers to experiencing pleasure in seeing others suffer or inflict suffering on others. Good morning, Chiffon. Good morning, sweetheart. Welcome. Good morning, Daisy May. Yeah, so glad you were able to stop by. Yeah, catch the replay because I'm really going over some good stuff today. This is especially referring to my troll, the troll that everyone knows that I'm talking about, most of you. Um, I won't give him the satisfaction of saying a name. I will talk about my experience. He has now stopped trolling me. He is on to something else or someone else, and we will protect that certain somebody as best we can, and we will talk about this until he can hurt nobody no more, and even beyond that, because there are others out there, right? So welcome, Daisy May. I'm so glad you're here. um so yeah, sadism, a sadist, this is why I say these people are psychologically sadist. They love to see other people in pain. They inflict pain and they do it just to get off on it. Okay. What is an example? What is an example? Individuals possessing sadistic personalities tend to display recurrent aggression and cruel behavior. Now, I know one person right now that I can think of that um, is the, oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Is the prime example of these definitions. Okay. Um, and it's not even my troll. Um, so I have seen this though on YouTube, and it is beyond baffling to me how people can operate in this behavior, but yet they do. And we need to understand what this behavior is so we can say, I'm not going to take part of it, because that's where they get their power, is from the people who are watching and commenting and keeping this going. Okay, this is why it's a recurrent aggression that keeps going. They are a sadist. They love inflicting pain on others. They like to see you suffering, even if it's from them just emotionally and mentally trolling you, because that's what's happening, right? This is behind the scenes. These people are behind a keyboard. They are using their voices to speak and slander and use derogatory, defamatory words, derogatory. You can use all kinds of adjectives to describe what they're doing. Um, and yeah, threatening to expose things that are actually irrelevant. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it is crazy. It's crazy, Chiffon. They are crazy. Okay, this is what we have to know, is that the one person that I'm talking about right now that I have in mind, she is, wow, she is the perfect. This, when I read this, I think of her. Okay, I think of her. And this is something that I've been saying. Psychopaths, these are psychopathic sadists. And I want to read to you, psychopaths generally have a disregard for distress that they cause others. They don't care. You see what I'm saying? They don't care that they cause you distress. While sadists derive significant pleasure from inflicting emotional pain. So, yes, sadists are psychopaths, I believe, in my opinion. Let's look. You know, do sadists have empathy? Everyday sadists lack empathy and they possess an internal motivation to hurt others. See, this is what we're up against, people. You have to realize that you are not dealing with a regular, normal person, okay? And I say that very lightly, because who of us are normal anymore? But, you have to recognize at some point that you're listening and encouraging a psychopathic, trolling sadist who gets off on emotionally hurting people. They get off on it. They literally love it. They will sit for hours and hours and hours and drag you through the mud for clicks and views while they spread their lies and hate and negativity. And people sit in that chat 40, 50, 60, sit in that chat and they partake in it. Not cool. I know too many people like this in the YouTube universe. You know, I don't know very many. I'm actually very happy that I don't know very many. Um, I really didn't recognize this until I came into um, the chat of the troll that I have had experience with. Some of them are just viewers, not making shit off the pain they encourage. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they sit there, um, and it's always be the bigger person. Yeah, look, and this is the thing. There is a way to come up against these people. There's two ways. There's two ways. There's two ways. One is to turn your back and not worry about it and let them keep on, because eventually they will find someone else when you will not participate in showing them that you have any distress, because this is what they get off on, okay? This is a psychological game that you have to play. It's not emotional. We have to keep our emotions out of it. And that is hard to do. That's hard to do when you have been backed into a corner and constantly fucked with, and you got to come out and get all up in your feelings and get all crazy and ghetto and come out after somebody. But you know what? Sometimes that's what it takes to set the record straight. But you have to know when and where and how, right? So I encourage you, the ones, do what you got to do. You have to listen to that still small voice on the inside of you. For a while, I kept my mouth shut. But then there was a time that it was time for me to come out and speak, and I did. Okay. And it was when I had no emotion over it. I feel nothing for this disgusting grifter that I'm talking about. I have no feelings whatsoever. I have no feelings whatsoever when I speak about this other troll who is a psychopathic sadist who enjoys getting off on other people's pain. She actually enjoys it. And she will go for hours and hours and hours and hours. Person can only take so much. That's right, Chiffon. The viewers help. They research a person and give their information. Yeah, that is. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? But when you've been grifted into thinking you can trust this person, that's what you do because you want to have their back. And that's how I feel that these people that are in this chat are. Um, some of them I think are stuck. Some of them actually belong there because they are like her and they enjoy that. Some people enjoy a fucking shit show, and that's just what they enjoy. That's what I'm choosing to do because I let my emotions get the best of me. Yeah. Look, Seuss, or Chirping Bird, some people, we are emotional beings, right? We all have emotions, but some people can shut it off. I'm going to be honest. When I first started getting trolled by this person, I was very emotional. You can ask Indy, you can ask Daisy May, you can ask several Quick Vic. I was very emotional over this. I cried. I was so pissed off. I cried. Um, you know, yeah, I was going to say that, me. Some are scared to leave because they'll become the target. See, this is how you get grifted in. And I see people still sitting in these chats and they're still being grifted for money in this one chat. The lady don't do that. Not that I've seen. Um, but yeah, they're scared to leave. He's even told them that, because they're helping, that they will be trolled. And that's what I'm afraid of, is that they feel like they're stuck. They feel stuck. and I have one person in my mind and in my heart that I think about, but there's no way that I would reach out because she would literally think that she was being trolled, and that's not the truth. And so I just have to let the chips fall where they may and pray for that woman to come to a realization of what is going on, and let her know when she does come looking, because believe me, she will. And not, I don't mean that in a, a mean way. It's just that she will need somebody that can support and give her the support, because it hurts. It hurts your heart when you know that you've given and given and given, and then you find out that this person has been grifting you, conning you, swindling you, gaslighting you out of your money for months, for months, and lying, 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 lying. Everything out of his mouth is a lie, a lie, a lie. So we have to realize that two people that I'm talking about are two different types of trolls, right? You got one who has got a broad spectrum of what he has done and what he has said. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Miss G, you're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, man, that's another thing. He had we were very, very loyal to him. Um, yeah, I mean, we were his great supporters. And then when we had the falling out, there was other people that were there who were grifted into believing that we were the bad people. He even called us evil devils and everything else, and they believed it. And then later on, they all realized what was going on, and they all left. So now he doesn't hardly have anybody, like maybe two or three people, maybe, that still, help him, and he's still able to grift them. And it's just sad. It's just sad. Yeah, Stefan, we were his day ones. We were his day ones. Um, yeah, Miss G, I told her it was so good to see Daisy. I was so glad to see her. Um, yeah, people seeing their money going down the drain. Look, guys, I have my Cash App up, but I don't sit there and beg for money. If I need something like StreamYard or, something like that, then yes, I would say something. But if I need my light bill paid or my phone bill paid, or I need a gallon of milk, it is not your responsibility. And I damn sure will not come on here and ask for no damn money. If I ever do, you better set my ass straight real quick. But I promise you, I would never do that, because that is not in my character. Okay? If you bless my channel, you bless my homestead, you bless my channel, that's what I use it for. Okay? Um, because I don't do this. I don't wake up to do this to get money. I wake up and do this because I love to share my knowledge. I love to research and help people, and that's where my heart is. Good morning, Highway Star. Yeah, he adds tips, Miss G. Yeah, that would be like me saying, if anyone wants to help me out, just leave me a tip. I brought you some good content today. Um, you know, yeah, it is sad for the people who still giving money, Dagmar. I really, really, my heart feels for them. Really, it does. And like I said just a while ago, what are we to do about that? Maybe we can come up with a way. My only thing is that when you contact people like that, then, it needs to be someone behind the scenes that knows her and can say what they need to say, and, without hurting, because it's going to be painful. This is it breaks your trust. It breaks you down and it breaks your trust, and then you feel, um yeah, that's just crazy, Chiffon. That that's just crazy. They get all they need. I don't get food stamps. I don't. I'm not against food stamps because I got them at one time when I needed them many, many, many years ago when my kids were very young. But we haven't we haven't had to do that. And I'm not saying, look, if you need food stamps, by gosh, get food stamps. That's the reason they're there. Is when you're in a time of need, right? But that's the thing. Don't sit there and get on YouTube and talk about your business to everybody. Why are you going to tell everybody your damn business? I'm not going to get on you here and talk to you about my household. That is my business. Um, yeah, and he dumpster dives. I don't have nothing against dumpster diving if you can find some good shit, but damn. If you want to not sell it, you don't sell it. You tell the person, I'll send it to you, you freak. Sell something that you got out of the trash. Crazy ass. But he told we will troll them if they contact with us. That's right, Dagmar, and that's the thing is why I feel so bad because we can't, if we go and try to start talking to somebody, that's what they're going to automatically think. The only thing we can hope and do is pray that she will find this channel. Maybe someone can reach out to her, behind the scenes, or maybe they know her. Um, it's crazy. Then you have to work hard to rebuild that trust with the ones you hurt. And so that's really, when the ones that were hurt, yes, it was hurtful, but we didn't I personally didn't blame you. I didn't blame anybody else. I felt y'all were pulled in it just as much as anyone else. And that's how a grifter and a gaslighter does, right? That's what they do. And you said some things, but you know what? You apologized. You apologized, and it's over and done with, and we're on that right path. We're rebuilding. Yeah, I saw him dumpster diving. That would be a great idea, Chiffon. Yeah. Yes, government assistance is temporary, and see, a lot of people look at it as a lifetime, goal is to stay on assistance, and it's supposed to be temporary. And my thing is this is that when you're on assistance, please abide by the rules. Please abide by the rules. There are rules in place for a reason. That man would be out on his ass if she didn't provide a place to live, and he shouldn't be living there. Right? Trolling can cause a significant negative effect and harm others. It significantly affects physiological and psychological health. Okay, so listen to this. This can, mess with you in your body and in your emotions. It can cause disturbed sleep, depression, low self esteem, self harm, suicidal ideation, and in some cases may lead to suicide. Troll refers to maliciously harassing, attacks, and cyberbullies and others. They cyberbully others. They may take your word out of context, spam you with offensive, hateful behavior, and even engage in racist, homophobic, misogynistic, and otherwise hateful behavior. I ended up looking up, is trolling antisocial, because we have a lot of antisocial people on here that become social behind the keyboard, right? I am antisocial pretty much, but behind the keyboard with you guys, I'm very social. Um, so I looked it up and it says their ability to upset or harm gives the troll the feeling of power. Trolling behavior qualifies us an antisocial behavior, and it's strongly correlated to sadistic personality disorder. Yeah, everybody should take advantage of that. Everybody should take advantage of that, Chiffon. Every woman. There's no excuse. If they provide everything you need, assistance for your babies to go to daycare, whatever it might be, then you need to get off your ass. I did that. I put my kids in daycare when they were young. I'd get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, get them off to daycare by 6. Had to be at the school by 7:30 to get my GED. Um, I was 18 years. Let's see, 19. Yeah, I was 20. I was 20 years old. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. There's no excuse. There really isn't. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Chirping Bird. For the ones that really need it, they make it very hard because they put it, they just they put this face to everybody. It makes it hard for everybody else. It's like one apple spoiling the whole bunch. The love of a donut. Buy that baby some clothes. Yeah, girl. I mean, you do what you do. I enjoyed going to school and getting my GED. It really raised my self esteem about myself. I later went on to go to college when my kids were about 10 and 13 or younger. Yeah, younger than that. I went to college. I did 2 semesters. I made the dean's list and the president's list. I would get all A's. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And then I went into full time ministry. I started going to church and I got into full time ministry, and that was my love. Absolutely. That's where I got very comfortable in standing and talking in front of people and delivering a whole message that would be 45 minutes to an hour long. And that helped me to where I am today to be able to talk to you guys. And so, I have that history of teaching, and that's what I love to do. I absolutely love to be involved with people. So trolling is not antisocial. Most people are the sadistic, and we saw what sadists are. Uh, they derive significant pleasure from inflicting emotional pain. They have a total lack of empathy, and they possess an internal motivation to hurt others. It is their motivation to hurt others. Um, a grifter is a little different. Um, he has grifted. That is his main source, is grifting. He has trolled though. And I know he's trolled because he's even admitted it, at one point. When I injured my back in the 1990s, I couldn't work for a while and wasn't able to get financial help anywhere. I tried. Oh, that's sad. That's really sad. That's really fucking sad, Chirp and Burp. But it is a reality, isn't it? There are so many of us that have needed true help and we can't get it because you've told the truth. You've told the truth, and that's a sad thing. It really is. What? Papa Raccoon? Oh, wait just a second. What'd you say, Miss G? Papa Raccoon says he goes to school. No, he doesn't. No, well, that's the thing. No, they won't. Okay, this is the thing. He's supposed to start school. Okay? He's supposed to start school. He'll be 5 soon and he'll start school next year. The thing is they won't accept the baby in Pampers. He's not a baby. He don't need to be in Pampers. If he can go wash his hands in the bathroom, then he can pee pee and poo poo in the potty. And that has to do with a parenting skill. And so, yes, for him to be in daycare, I mean, he's 4. So for him to be in daycare, he needs to be potty trained. That's true. They're not going to change a 4-year-old's diaper because they don't do that. That's awesome, Sue. A lot of people will work with you like that. So I'm very glad that you got that worked out. I'm glad you're doing now too. Oh, yeah, me? Yeah. I'm glad you did too then. Smart decision. That's what it's there for times like this. You know, that's why you prep and you put money back. I went 6 months without income, lived off of my savings. Yeah. Good morning, Quick Vic. Good morning, good morning. How are you doing? It's chirp and burp. Chirp and burp. My son was in school at 3 and he had to be potty trained. That's very true. Look, it's a job of the parent. Obviously, we have a breakdown in parenting. It's not the child's fault, right? It has to be. Look, you just said my son was potty trained. Trained is the word. Trained. Potty trained. Just like you were trained to get off the pacifier or, whatever it is, you have to be potty trained, and that requires someone to train you. I'm not getting mad at you, Siobhan. I'm just very emotional about this because I am pissed off about that. You can be a sorry fucking parent, just fucking do right by your kids, man. I mean, I will never talk about that baby. It is not that child's fault. It is not the child's fault, people. It is the parents. That's the word. That's what the word means. Parent. Parent is an action. Parenting. That doesn't mean you just had kids. That means you're a mother, be a mother, be a father, love and nurture. But there comes more to just love and nurturing. You have to train that child and teach that child. You guys can call me by my old handle if you want. It will really confuse the trolls. Yes, and we like to confuse them, don't we? We go to school at 3 years old and have to be potty trained. It's possible, but you have to take time. That's the thing, Dagmar. My boys were trained by 2 years old. 2 years old. Your kids start speaking. Yeah, no smoking in the house. Why are you smoking in the house? I don't even have kids, and I don't smoke in my house because my husband don't smoke, my mother-in-law don't smoke, and I'm not going to smoke. I used to not smoke, so I know how it smells. Yes, and plus cussing, yelling, smoking in front of his kids. What a role model for his kids. And not only that, but the way he sells, everybody's calling my child a retard. Nobody called your child a retard. Somebody called you a retard. I don't agree with it, but someone called you that. But they did never said that about your child. They never said a word about your child. And those are the facts. So there. Yeah, I don't smoke in my house for the kitties and the stank. I mean, look, we as smokers don't even like the smell of smoke, okay? Yeah, can you only imagine? Oh my God, chirp and burp. That would be horrible. I tell you what, though, I tell you what. If he had to clean diapers, they had to clean diapers the way they did back in the day. I promise you he'd be potty trained. Don't you think? Yeah. Yes. Yes, Miss G. If I smoked in the house, the alarm would go off. Yeah, I just don't feel like, you should bring that around your children. I really don't. I mean, look, guys, I wasn't the perfect parent. I cussed, I yelled, I did all, I was a young mother, and that's not an excuse. But my boys will tell you to this day. Well, Paul can't because he's not here. Um, but TC will tell you to this day. Yes, he got his ass whooped. Yes, he did. But I tell you what, he was trained and potty trained, and he was off a pacifier. He was off his bottle. All the things that a parent is supposed to do. Okay, you train your children. Okay, this is what it takes to be a parent. Your daughter uses diapers. Yes, yes, Dagmar, very true. I mean, yeah, I don't have kids either, but I smoke outside. But I have thunder. I don't want to smoke around thunder. Um, I want us to think about this. Trolls want attention. Their comments often spark attention from others so it can give the illusion of being important. We've seen this happen too. 1 in 3 young people have been trolled in the last 6 months, and 1 in 4 are affected by it regularly. Trolling is also known as cyberbullying. It's an internet slang term. It refers to people who deliberately use highly offensive, indecent, threatening, or false language to upset or offend another person on the internet. A study of 400 people published in Cyber Psychology, Behavior, and Social Networking found that low self-esteem was not predictive of trolling behavior, but sadism and psychopathy were. And where internet trolls scored highly on the sadism scale, they tend to have high self-esteem. Many people think that trolls do this because they have low self-esteem, but that is not the truth. That is not the truth. The fact is that they have very high self-esteem. They think of themselves very highly. Okay? This is why they troll. They get off on it. They think that they're always right. They can never admit that they're wrong. Always makes excuses, always deflect and put it off on someone else. 55 years ago, my mama smoked while she was pregnant with me. My upstairs and one downstairs neighbor smoking. I can smell it in my apartment. It's faint, but it's still irritating. Yeah, I can imagine, Sue. Yeah. Oh, the cloth diapers at Chiffon. You see it more and more again. It's better for the planet. Yeah, it is. I don't like smoking indoors, period. I want fresh air while I inhale my poisons. That's why I go outside too, me. Oh, Miss Jean, my mother smoked as well with me back in the days. It was kind of normal, I guess. Yeah, my mother smoked with all 3 of her pregnancies, and all 3 of her children smoked. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. My brother drank. I didn't drink. My sister does drink. My brother smoked weed. I smoked weed. My sister didn't, and then she did. And so, look, my son, I was a smoker. My first son smokes. TC smokes, but Paul never smoked. He smoked weed, and TC smoked weed. So you see, and I never had it around them. So this is just something that, I can remember teachers smoking in class. I can remember doctors smoking in the hospital. Um, this is when I was little. So, yeah, sounds familiar. Yeah, I remember going to school and teachers smoking in class. Yeah, so true. So true. I remember that. So, a lot's changed. A lot has changed. And it's easy for us to say what we would or wouldn't do on certain things, but there are other things where we could say, well, I don't know what I'd do. I'd never walked in those shoes. But when it comes to parenting a child in the manner of potty training or smoking around your children, that is something that I'm not trolling you about. I'm just stating the facts. Um, I just don't agree with it. Yeah, I smoke it indoors. Me, yeah, I smoke my weed indoors. I don't go outside to smoke. Um, yeah, that's all cool and dandy. I remember my dentist smoked while I was in his chair, guys. Yeah. Um, I'm fixing to drop the link, or never mind, I've got it on my phone already. That way I can go out and smoke a cigarette. Um, we got 14 people in the building this morning. Make sure you give me a like, everybody, while we're fixing to go out and smoke a cigarette outside. What you don't mind helping? What are you talking about, Chiffon? Let me know. Let me know. Get my robe on, y'all, 'cause it's cold. Okay, now we can go outside. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, Vic. Hit that thumbs up, everybody. I'd appreciate you. And let me get outside. Oh gosh, y'all, it's so beautiful out here. It's cold and the sun is shining. It's beautiful. Yeah, quick, Vic. You know, I can't say that I never smoked around my kids. I can't say that. I did not, you know, I made some wrong decisions. Um, there were times that I did smoke in the house. So I can't, I'm not judging for that. I'm just saying that now it would be different. Now it would be different because of the laws. There's even laws here in the state of Louisiana that you cannot drive with your children in the car and smoke a cigarette in the car. Um, yeah, 15 in the chat. Hit that like button, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, isn't that crazy me? I remember people being up in arms about California making smoking in bars illegal. Yeah, it is illegal to smoke in a car with your children from a certain age. I can't remember the age, but I think it's under 13, maybe. Smoking ain't cool anymore, like me says. But, the thing is, yeah, we used to smoke in restaurants and everything. I can remember when they took smoking out of restaurants, even. Um, and I can't imagine being in a bar. I'm not a drinker, but I have drank before. And so when I drink, I like to smoke a cigarette. That's kind of like the golden rule. You have a drink, you have a cigarette. Not for everybody. Everybody don't smoke, and I understand that. Look, guys, I was a non-smoker. I quit smoking because I got really sick and went to the hospital with kidney failure. And I woke up 4 days later, not knowing where the hell I was, why I was even there. And I came home and I never smoked again. And then my son died, and I asked someone for a cigarette at the funeral, and they gave it to me. And I started smoking again, and here I am 3 years later still smoking. And It saddens me. It really does. But I can't focus on that right now. I really can't focus on that right now. Um, it is what it is. Um, for smoking in front of her house? No way. What? Now I can see, look, this is my belief. I paid for my house, so if I want to smoke in my fucking house, I'm going to smoke in my house. Now, if, that's regardless, of whatever. I mean, I'm just saying you can't tell me what I can or can't do in my own house of what I paid for. No, me and California would not get along. Watering her yard. That's crazy. See, that's just crazy. I can't, nobody's going to tell me what I can do inside my home. I'm going to take a piss when I want to take a piss. And I know that's going to sound kind of harsh coming from a woman's mouth, and it's not very nice to say, but that's why I say I got to go use the necessary. If I need to use the necessary, I'm going to use it. If I want to turn my heat up or down, I'm going to turn it up or down. And this was outside. I'm just, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. You're not even going to tell me. I'm sitting on my front porch, swinging on my swing, minding my own damn business. They would call the fire department on me, Miss G. Are you serious? Are you serious? Man, I tell you what, if somebody called the fire department on me sitting out here smoking a cigarette, they'd be like, "What the hell are you talking about? Do you know how many people smoke?" That's right, Dagmar. I paid for it. I paid to live in this house. I'm going to enjoy my space. This is my space. This is my safety. I'm going to come outside on my property and I'm going to shoot my gun if I want to. I'm going to have chickens roaming around on my 9 acres if I want to. Good morning, baby girl Wendy. Swinging was outlawed. Oh, me. Oh, me, you're so funny. Swinging was outlawed. Good morning, baby girl Wendy. Welcome. I hope you're feeling good today, sweetheart. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Because I like, that's right. I like smoking like Cheech and Chong. Hey, I know you have to have watched Cheech and Chong where they're driving the weed bus, the van that's made out of weed, and they're sitting back there smoking and they catch the whole the van on fire and everybody's getting high off of it. Oh, it's hilarious. I love Cheech and Chong. Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. Hit that like, brother. Harry said, hit that like. Brother said, hit it. Oh, Dagmar sees 13 likes. Yes. All right, guys. We getting it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys so much. Um, so let me ask you this. How many of you, just say yes, if you have been trolled in the last 3 months? Have a great day, Kais. I love you, girl. Yeah, don't hit it again, me, if it's going to go down. I don't want you to give me a thumbs down. Hey, I have noticed, though, this is so interesting to me. Like when you go into YouTube studios, guys, I can go look at how many likes I got and how many dislikes I got. And every now and again, there will be a dislike. And I always crack up and I think, who dislikes my stuff? That is so horrible that you would dislike my stuff. What? Come on now. But anyway, it's all good. I still get 100% likes. There might be a dislike in there, but it's okay. Not everybody. I'm not everybody's cup of tea or cup of joe, right? Oh, there's Mr. Chicken Whisperer. He's coming home. He dropped our son off at work. Um, yeah, I get a dislike. Why? I don't understand, Dagmar. All these dislikes, man. So, it's cold as all get out here, y'all. Jeez. So, sadist. Let's talk about psychopathic, sadist, and grifters for a minute. Is this helping everybody? Just let me know that, or do we need to talk about something else? Yes, Dagmar, that's what I always say too. That's what I say too. Hey, you're giving me you showing some effort giving me a dislike. That's okay. You know? Me, I'm so glad that you're welcome here. You are very welcome here anytime, love. And I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Yeah. Good, good, because I have a passion about this for some reason, this trolling thing. Ever since I experienced it, I feel for the other people that experience it. Especially to the point to where someone is literally suicide trolling you. They drag you so far into the mud. Not just a grifter, but a severe sadist, psychopathic, narcissistic sadist who, people who get off on hurting others. They get off on hurting others and they love to get a response out of you. And that's why so people say, don't go back at the trolls, but I disagree. I disagree. There's my queen. Everybody, Queen Indie Mom is under the weather and we are hoping that she starts to feel better. Her sinuses are really bothering her, y'all. So I would appreciate prayers for our girl. That's right, baby girl Wendy. Love me or hate me, either way you're thinking about me. And that's why people are like, well, someone's talking about you. I'm like, okay, and yeah, I'm interested in what they have to say, but I have to keep my emotions in check. Look, it comes with age too. This comes with age too. Knowing, and especially being through the things and the experiences that I've experienced, I've just learned, not all the times do I keep my mouth shut when I'm supposed to, guys. Not all the time. But we have to, sometimes be quiet. And it is the hardest thing ever is to turn your back and say, I don't give a fuck. But sometimes that's the best thing to do, right? I mean, someone asked the other day, what do you feel when you watch, the person that trolled you? What do you feel? And I said, nothing. I don't feel nothing. Yeah, I know who it is, Quick Vic. I just laugh about it. I just laugh about it. Yeah, they're miserable, Harry. They're literally miserable. But see, the thing is that a psychological sadist, this is who they are, and so they love it, and they have a very high self-esteem, and so they don't see themselves as weak or the victim. No, no, unless it benefits them. I love it, baby girl. That is so funny. That's so funny. Okay, guys. So my cam went off. It's not working. So it's been doing that the last couple of days. I'm coming in from my phone. So okay, guys. So 1 in 3 internet users have experienced online harassment, and if you think about that, man, that number is very high. Especially when you think about how many children are on YouTube, and um, I mean, I know of one person right now that comes in to some of our chats, and he's only 13 years old, and we have to recognize that some people may not know that, and he may get trolled, and we have to be really, really careful. Make sure that we have his back, especially when um, you know, who the person is. And, we just we have to watch that because, some parents do allow, their children, uh, to be on YouTube, um, at 13, 14, years old. Um, yeah, we love you, Indie Mom. Godspeed. Exactly, Dagmar. She always says it like she owns it. Don't you just love kids? I love it because they do say things. They own it. Laughing out loud, I admit that it's me and I didn't acknowledge it. Think she believes me. I was full on doxxed just because of an association. Me. I was doxxed. I sent Jam. I sent Jam to the correct address. He accused me of not sending it to the correct, not labeling it right, and come to find out what it was is we put his YouTube name on there with his government name. Let me make that clear. And he said he didn't receive it because it was mailed to Drones or Eagles. And I said, yes, I did mail it to Drones or Eagles, but with the name of your name on there. And he said it never came to him, and it did come to him. And then he ate the jam. And even while he screamed at me and cussed me out, he said it was the best fucking jam ever. Best fucking jam ever. So at least I know that my jam is the best fucking jam ever, even if I am an ordained priest and I am a Satanist, satanic person that would cut off your mods' heads and drink their blood. Now, I don't know where the hell that came from, who sent that email. I don't really care. But all I know is my package got to you out of the kindness of my heart. I sent it, I mailed it. No one offered to pay for shipping. Let's make that straight, too. No one paid for shipping. I paid for the shipping. And yes, I had insurance on the package because I had more than one package going out. I had 5 packages going out. And for those of you who know the story, know what I'm talking about. And those that don't, you can just go check it out. I just said his name. Good luck, because all of his content, besides his videos, have been erased. Um, yeah, he went on to say I sent emails, threatening emails, and he went on to proceed to put my email address and my government name into a video showing the emails. I even received an email from somebody who had watched that and emailed me out of the blue just to prove to me that they were able to see it. And I, along with other people, reported it and it got taken down. Thank you to whoever beat me to it. You got it taken down. I appreciate you so much for that. Um, that's where it comes in where people help each other. And I hope that everyone knows that here, we're going to help each other. We're going to have each other's backs because this shit happens all the time. And if we have our group of people who stand united and against this, we have a chance. We have a chance. We're not going to put up with this bullshit. Um, yeah, that's true, me. Yeah, exactly. Um, so we're going to continue on this week talking about different kinds of trolls. I wanted to get in. Let me see where I can find my piece of paper. There's a troll that I've been looking at. The name of it is called um, Concern Trolling. Concern Trolling. Let me see if I can pull this up. Okay, guys. Okay, so this was quite interesting to me. A concern troll. Um, I'd never heard of this before. I've experienced it, I believe. Even in myself, I saw it in myself. Um, this is a concern troll disrupting regular conversation by offering unwanted, irrelevant advice to fix another person's problems or dictate their life choices. And this is an example, guys. Let's just say this is the quote that I found. I know and believe that women should be allowed to wear and post anything they want online, but this is the concern troll. I'm just worried someone might do something bad with your photos. Okay. This is concern trolling. Okay. Um yeah, baby girl, yeah, we have recently found out that the like button is really for your purpose, to let you know that you like the content, and so it will show up more in your algorithm. Now, what helps me is you sharing it. The like button just really, it helps me, but it helps you more. It helps my content keep coming up into your algorithm. Um, I've heard that too, Queen. So, and I don't know. I really don't. The only thing I figured is that it would show um, that it's not something that you would like to see in your algorithm. So, and, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I'm not saying that the likes don't help me because it does show up on my YouTube studio. Um, so I wanted to look into this concern troll because this is something I was looking at. Um, it's someone who posts to an internet forum or a news group or YouTube claiming to share its goals while deliberately working against those goals, typically by claiming concern about the group's plans to engage in productive activity. urging members instead to attempt some activity that would damage the group's credibility. It's a person who lurks, then posts on a site or blog expressing concern for policies, comments, attitudes of others on the site. Um, while it isn't the most garbage of garbage behaviors, concern trolling is a massive drain of energy for the person being trolled. It immediately makes them defensive, irritated, and they end up spending time and effort debating someone who is allegedly on their side. So this is very interesting because you're basically being trolled by someone, concerned trolled by someone who is on your side. Okay? So we have to be aware that even for people that are on our side, they might not even know. And how do we deal with concern trolling? While I support body positivity and loving yourself, obesity is a real issue that claims lives, and I worry about your health. That is concern trolling. How many times has someone said, I support you and da 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 da, but I think this and I think this. Okay, well, that's just concern trolling. We need to be aware of this. Yes, everybody, I want to bring attention. January is coming up, and January is a really, really tough month for Indie Mom and I. We both lost our sons in 2019. January 9th is Queen Indy's 3 years, and January 27th will be my 3 years. And so we will be doing a lot of talking about grief in the month of January to get us through. So I want to prepare everybody to, let you guys know that it won't all be grieving. Um, you know, it won't all be grieving because I have a goal, and that goal is to make my son proud. Um, and that consists of me not breaking down. Okay. And that's going to be hard to do. I will say I'm relying on my friends, and I'm relying on you guys. Um, yes, Dagmar, I think so too. You're very right. I think people can get insecure about these concern trolls. Yeah, I personally didn't even know I didn't know about the concern troll, and then when I read it, I was like, oh my gosh, this could, I could be considered, a concern troll because I can't tell you how many times I've said, well, I believe in this, and this, but they shouldn't be doing this. Um, like, I know and believe that women should be allowed to wear and post anything they want online, but I'm just worried someone might do something bad with your photos. I know that reservations are all about equal representation, but I'm just worried a doctor who hasn't worked hard enough might be unsafe to go to. These statements, while couched in the soft language of care and concern, are examples of concern trolling, which is disrupting regular conversation by offering unwanted, irrelevant advice to fix another person's problems or dictate their life choices. Often people concern troll either unconsciously or with spite because they have thoughts that are contrary to socially right opinions but pretend to conform so they can raise concerns without being found out as someone who's prejudiced. While concern trolling as behavior is an old phenomenon, it especially thrives in discussion heavy online settings. Okay. And we're going to go over this because I think this is something that we need to take a look at where we are concerned for ourselves and for others, just to be aware of it so you don't get caught up in concern trolling. Um, it can destroy a friendship. Concern trolling can destroy a relationship. Um, yeah, they do change the stuff so much. Thank you, Dagmar. I appreciate you. I believe it's only trolling if it has ill intent and is a constant from a said troll. Uh, yeah, I have followed Teresa Caputo, Miss G, for years. Um, what an honor that would be for her to give me a reading. Uh, yeah, not every Christian believes in that, but I trust Teresa Caputo. Um, if I was to do that, yeah. Yeah, I would love to see her. I've watched her a lot. I've also watched Henry, is it Henry Tyler? Tyler Henry. He's on Netflix and he did one, and he's great too. I like him and her. There's only two that I like, that I feel inside that it's truth. I'll say that. Yeah, I'll have to share that with you, Queen, because it's really brought me some peace. Um, make sure we talk about that after today, and I will share with you that Tyler Henry on Netflix. He has a Netflix uh, with about 10 episodes, and that would be good for you to watch. It really healed my heart, helped heal my heart with the loss of Paul and my mother. Yep, Dagmar is back and at it quick. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. So, me, are you saying, when you say that you believe trolls, you believe it's only trolling if it has ill intent? So, do you not um, recognize the ill intent? And it's not as bad as, let's say, gaslighting or grifting. That's why I think it's kind of overlooked. Um, While I support body positivity and loving yourself, obesity is a real issue that claims lives, and I worry about your health. I'd be kind of a little pissed off if someone said that to me. Yeah, I'd be a little pissed off, really. You know. Oh, so okay. Okay. Well, maybe, just maybe, us checking out this stuff. I mean, because I have printed up and come into some stuff that, I mean, there are tons and tons of different trolls. And I'm going to be honest, I felt the same way you did. I did. I felt the same way you did. Um, but wow, it's such a bigger problem than just, a troll that doxes you. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying without the ill intent. Yeah, it's just a bad friend. Yeah. I don't think, and that's why it said here that most of the time, even the concern troll don't know that they're trolling, right? Because they're doing it really out of concern. I mean, I've been this person, and now, after, doing the research that I've done, um, I feel like we have so many, there are so many different trolls. It's just that we don't recognize it. We wouldn't call that a troll out on the street. You know what I'm saying? We're walking down the street, if someone said some shit to us, then, it would just be an asshole. But online, you know, is it trolling? Yeah, is it trolling? Yeah, it's not dragging you through the mud, but I think it can mess your mind up if they keep telling you things that concern things. Right. It really does. It messes with your head. Yeah. So is it trolling? Yeah. And see, I've changed my mind. What is the definition of trolling again? An internet troll or online bully deliberately tries to offend, cause trouble, or directly attack people by posting derogatory comments. Okay. And then we've got, so yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Let's see, where was I? Uh, these statements, while couched in soft language or care of concern, are concern trolling, which is disrupting regular conversation by offering unwanted. Yeah, I can see why you're saying that because, yeah, it's disrupting regular conversation like between friends. So I can see where you're saying that it's not trolling as in ill intent, and it's not. It's not. I agree, but I do think though that it does have an effect on us, and we need to be aware of. Most of these people concern trolls are probably going to be your friends, right? And so we have to make sure we don't do it and they don't do it to us. Yes, I remember. Miss G, it's so funny that you say that because when I started doing research on trolls and I punched in trolls, guess what it brought up? It brought up all these little troll baby dolls with their hair sticking up. Yes, yes, I remember them. I remember. That's true, me. That is true. That's true. Oh my gosh. I guess I'm a troll. I'm a troll mother. I'm a fucking troll mother. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Um, you're so funny, Miss G. Yeah, I see where you're saying. Let's look. Let's see. What else do I have? I have some. Yeah, yeah. Trolls. Where what I really want to get into is the psychological, the psychopathy or psychopathy of trolling. There was a study that I pulled up, and it says that trolling is defined as malicious online behavior characterized by aggressive and deliberate provocation of others. Trolls seek to provoke, upset, and harm others via inflammatory messages and posts. So I would say the concern troll is not really a troll per se. Um, I think they're more of like a misguided friend, like me was saying. Um, but for some reason they're in my head. And yes, Dagmar, yeah, yeah, they were ugly trolls, right? Trolling can refer to a variety of online behavior. In some circumstances, the intent of the trolling behavior may even be to amuse and entertain. And we find this, don't we? Especially for one particular person I'm thinking about. She does it for entertainment. However, in research, trolling as a malevolent behavior where the troll wants to hurt their online victim. Trolling can cause significant harm and distress. It is associated with serious physical and psychological effects, including disrupted sleep, lowered self esteem, depression, self harm, suicidal ideation, and in some cases, even suicide. In 2019, the Australia Institute estimated trolling and online abuse had cost the Australian economy up to $3.7 billion in health costs and lost income. Yeah, just an annoying person. In the latest study, they explored gender, psychopathy, sadism, and self esteem as predictors of engaging in malevolent trolling. Psychopathy is characterized by callousness, deceitfulness, and a lack of personal responsibility. Sadism is characterized by the enjoyment of physically and or psychologically harming people. They did a study that measured the extent to which participants displayed troll-like behaviors. For example, one of the quotes was, "I enjoy upsetting people I do not personally know on the internet. Although some people think my posts are offensive, I think they are funny." I guess that could be looked at. I guess so. I mean, that's just crazy me. It shouldn't be, but it could be, sometimes the advice can come off kind of, like weird, but it's best to have that critical advice, right? I mean, sometimes someone needs that critical um advice, and not everybody should get upset about it. My apologies to all of those people. Dagmar was a naughty girl. Ah. So yeah, we're gonna keep looking into this, guys. We've got an hour and 42 minutes in. I'm gonna end this. Um, I love all of you guys. I appreciate all of you coming and spending time with me and learning about trolls. I know that it's not all, laughs and this and that all the time, but sometimes we need to take these serious things and really look at them and become more aware. Become aware of your surroundings in YouTube. Make sure you know where you're going in your YouTube streets. Make sure you know what you're listening to. Just because someone else listens to something doesn't mean you need to. Not just because I like certain places doesn't mean you will like certain places. That's why I don't get upset when my friends go where they want to go. I go where I want to go on YouTube, and you go where you want to go on YouTube. It is your car to drive. It is my car to drive. I get to go to my homesteading neighborhood, and you get to go to your whatever neighborhood you want to go to, right? Thank you, me. I'm so glad you catched them with us. I appreciate everybody coming in and having coffee with me. I love everybody. Everybody have a great, wonderful day. Dagmar, I'm so glad you're back, sweetheart. Glad everyone joined us this morning. Oh, that's good, Megan. Everybody keep your prayers up for Indy. Hopefully she'll get the humidifier that she needs today. I believe that's going to make her feel better. And hope all of y'all enjoyed being with me this morning. I enjoyed being with you. And until tomorrow, y'all be safe out on those YouTube streets. Don't go into the neighborhoods that I wouldn't go into. Yes, it needs to be talked about, baby girl Wendy, and I'm the one who's going to talk about it, right? Okay, well, love to each and every one of you. Have a great day. Be blessed, and I'll see you on the YouTube streets. And until tomorrow morning, honeybees out.